That's the First Amendment of the Constitution. That's the First Amendment of the Constitution. Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. That's the 1964 Public Accommodations Act, the right to access the court. What's more, I want exoneration in 2023. Before the end of session, I want exoneration. You got legal mail. You, Anthony Brown, the Maryland Black Caucus, y'all got legal mail. You the first black governor? Are we going to get justice in 2023? That's Natasha, the head public defender. That's Judge Carrion. That's Eric Barron, the Department of Justice. And that's Ivan Bates. Ivan Bates is an officer of the court. He has knowledge of corruption in the courts. We talking about voter suppression by the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. 2006 till now. Ex-felons got a right to vote. That bomb, that wasn't a bomb. That was a Whistleblowers Act. That's Brian Vaith. In 2014, Governor Hogan had us taken off the ballot. You had us taken off the ballot again in 2022. That's me. Friends of Dwayne Davis. That's the state prosecutor's office. Y'all trying to charge me with campaign financing violations. I never accepted no money. Right here, July 22. And I filed my whistleblowers application with y'all at the same time, the same day. You see who got it? You see that? Y'all charging me money for something I didn't do. I never took any money, so I don't have to pay any fees. You feel me? Y'all went after Miss Vaith down in 2014. Like I said, I'm making a movie about your government. Ex-felons got a right to vote, and they can run for office. Right here, case number 2013, State Prosecutor's Office. That's the Supreme Court of the United States, 2007. That's my store on Falls Road. I was making a documentary about the racism in the courts and the corruption in the courts. The Public Accommodations Act. You see that? 2007. That's the clerk of the court. That's David Irwin. That's David Irwin. And David Irwin said that I was innocent of all charges. The state of Maryland knowingly lied to the grand jury and presented false evidence to the grand jury in Illinois and in Maryland. That's David Irwin. Get my paperwork. That's 2007. Save a cop's life, end the war on drugs. And that's what my story was about, ending the war on drugs. N62528, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. I'm a precedent-setting case. This is Ivan Bates and your elected officials. Criminal charges in the grand jury. That's Nicole Mundell from Out for Justice. That's the ACLU. That's Delegate Sheila Roof. And that's the ethics. Alright? Jazzy Lewis. These is your elected officials. Alright? And it's about your mom machine. We're going to the Supreme Court with this. I was making a movie. Alright? The First Amendment. Letters Design. Get Shorty. Baltimore. Rewired. I got all that. You feel me? And so does Ivan Bates. So does Xavier Conway. Alright? Because I filed my paperwork with the courts. Where's the beef? That's Shorty. I've been in business since 1997. That's a testimonial. That's Bank of America. That's the state of Maryland accepting forged checks in 2008 and refused to return my money. The state of Maryland accepted forged checks and refused to return my money. Brooke Learman, I need an audit, a federal and a state audit. I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland, in Illinois, and in Maryland. I'm not Emmett Till. On December the 24th, I told y'all I was going to file a $2.5 billion class action lawsuit. Y'all locked me up and held me for 186 days. We talking about the corruption in your courts. That's your disclosure. I never got a trial. I never got a trial. I'm not Emmett Till. I'm not Freddie Gray. I'm not Anthony Anderson. I'm not Floyd. I'm Shorty, and I want a trial. See? 1402 Lochner. You kidnapped me from my home, and I couldn't take this, and you stole the evidence for this case. That's the public defender in Illinois, all right? And I broke down what you did. That's President Barack Obama, the Attorney Legislative Disciplinary Committee, the Judiciary Committee in Illinois, and the Attorney General in Illinois. I gave you these cases to show you what you did, all right? I'm an independent filmmaker. We made drip out my store. All right, and that's in 2007. All right, these are the people in the movie. Right here. I want to thank Shorty's Pit Beef and Ribs. All right. It's making a movie about Baltimore. How you use your media to demonize black people. That's Charles Gibson from World News Tonight. That's Public Accommodations. And this is the story about Shorty. Shorty and Westmore. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? You the first black governor. I've been to the State House. These are the criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. I've been to City Hall. Y'all made me famous. Shorty, pull your mask up? No. We're going to unmask Baltimore. Brandon Soderbergh and Pam Woods just released We Got a Monster. Well, we got a beast, and I'm going to defeat the beast. Right here, parole and probation. That's Gov.O'Malley, parole and probation. That's me, 1402 Lochner. And these are the rules of the Supreme Court. That's the Shorty program. And I gave you the Shorty program. I gave you social, economic, political, medical, environmental, and members needed. I gave you the program. I gave you visual and performing arts, political involvement, photography, journalism, technology, law, sports, and cultural exchanges. I gave you a program for Black Baltimore. I gave you a program to stop locking us up. I gave you a program. Now it's time for you to do your job. Shorty, pull your mask up? No. Criminally charged Scott Shellenberger. Stop protecting Jim Crow.